Vamos a quitarnos la amargura con el live stream de la 2.3 de Honkai Star Rail. ¡Ah, qué ganas! Que no he visto nada. ¡Uy! ¡Qué gracioso G-Win! Ese, perdón. Perdón. No. Que me vine arriba. Ahí. Ahora. Perdón. Que me vine arriba. Pero vi a Henry en bañador. Estoy feliz. Henry en bañador. Ahí en veranito.
Good evening, City of Dreams. All eyes are on the Penacony
¿En Penacony tenemos playa?
which is now in its 4th round. Waves of remaining competitors are still vying for their shot at victory.
Henry está mejor aquí que en el nuevo Quidditch que anunciaron, jajas. Que por cierto, ese nuevo Quidditch no está en el Hogwarts Legacy.
Leaving aside Duke Inferno's fiery demise, the family would like to reassure everyone that no contestants have come to harm. That's still the case, right? With the crisis dispelled, only flowers, glory, and rapturous applause await.
¡Ole!
Not to mention a pool party.
¡Ole!
Miss Acheron, didn't we all agree to the swimsuit?
Déjala, ¿por qué no se puede poner así?
That's not a swimsuit.
¿Por qué no?
Is that what we agreed?
¿Por qué no? Yo dejo a la gente que se vista para bañarse.
But you...
Albert, can I borrow you?
¡Oh, waifu!
Madam Jane.
¡Jade!
So,
Ah,
what
espérate.
brings you
Esta es la jefa de Aventurino, ¿no? La Jade.
here?
¡Ojo!
The corporation is planning to increase the special program budget. Here, it's all in the agreement.
Thank you, Miss Jane. Thank you, I
Henry
appreciate
está contento.
Where do I sign?
Pleasure doing business.
Ya, como sale ella, aumenta el
Miss
presupuesto.
Firefly, hey,
Hola.
can you do the transformation thingy? You know what I'm talking about. Now's the
Qué
perfect
mona
time.
es.
Okay, it's just there's a lot of people around.
Ay.
No problem. If anything goes wrong, just blame your good buddy Albert.
No me convence que usen a los personajes en sí y no a los actores de voz. Bueno, esa es la gracia, ¿no? Que sean los mismos personajes que presentan el programa, no los actores de voz en la vida real.
In that case, check out the newest upgrade. I shall set the seas
A
ablaze.
ver. Ah, vale, nos enseña el tráiler, qué crack. A ver.
To me, hiding is much easier than being honest.
Ay,
Yet, I still want to try expressing my
qué
emotions
mona, se
as any
peina.
ordinary person would.
Forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend?
¡Ah, lo de la bomba!
On this ship, you have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
¡Wow! Que todavía no ha terminado el problema. ¡Ah, vale! ¡Sasam! ¡Vamos, Luciérnaga! ¡Oh, me encanta! Ahí tenemos el nuevo Raiden, el Kamen Raiden. Mira mi canónica.
Don't leave with any regrets. So now,
Buenas
you understand
tardes.
what you must give up, Miss Sam.
¡Wow! ¡Azótame!
As distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash.
¡Oh, qué malota!
For me,
¡Ay, qué dolor!
my
Sale,
script
Xavier.
isn't over yet. It's been a while, little Yelena.
I propose a
Hmm?
toast. Since you care so much, speed up the countdown to the future of Penacony and the universe.
¡Hostia! La tía la
Can
lía con
I
las bombas.
interpret this as the next phase of the simulated universe?
Correction. It's a new subject matter that Dr. Ratio and I have personally agreed on.
¡Ostras! Me da a mí que va a ser como una trama más corta. Me da a mí que va a ser como una trama más corta. pero se centrará ya en el final no solo de Penacony, sino ya con el interludio de lo siguiente que se viene y de la simulación de Herta. Buah, maravilloso. Los códigos ya los tenemos.
Cycle.
Vamos a tener una fiesta de piscina real.
Has a day night cycle.
Farewell,
Good
Penacony.
morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Solo espero que no dure una hora como fue el final del de China. Que el final fue 1 hora y algo y ya está. Y hizo 1 hora de directo en YouTube. Madre mía, que eso fue eso.
Your friendliest feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 2.3 Farewell Penacony special program. For today's program,
¿Me escucháis?
we have
¿Todo
with
bien?
us
¿Todo
a
joven?
Galaxy
¿Todo bien?
Ranger as well as a Stellaron Hunter. Not to mention a director of the IPC Strategic Investment Department, Madam Jade.
Hola.
That's me. Thank you for the invite. It's a pleasure to be here for the version 2.3 special program.
You can call me Acheron. So, what exactly is this newest upgrade you were all talking about?
I just showed everyone. Hi, Trailblazers. Firefly
El
here.
tráiler.
Welcome, welcome. Now, before we go any further, we agreed to a pool party. How come I'm the only one that showed up in a swimsuit?
Porque no se
We
diseñó
thought
todavía.
you were joking. After all, this show never previously had pool party levels of funding.
Don't worry, Albert. Madam Jade's investment is on the way. Next time for sure.
Anyway, take a look around, you guys. We're coming to you live from the skies above Penacony in none other than the radiant feldspar
Quiero este fondo,
airship.
está muy
Quite a
guapo.
luxurious setting. What's the occasion?
Oh, no occasion needed, Miss Acheron. I just wanted to give everyone a taste of Penacony's history. Over to you, Madam Jade.
One amber era ago, Odie Alfalfa, the Penacony Alfalfa family head, invested a large sum in constructing the radiant
Vamos,
feldspar
que es una,
airship.
como una pequeña hotel
Aside from the
flotante, ¿no? Sí,
opulent
oh, qué
parlor,
guapo.
ballroom, and recreation facilities, one could simply relax at the poolside with a few glasses of Soul Glad. This grand airship has sailed above Penacony's Sea of Dreams for an entire amber era, suspending services only recently in the wake of the
Oh,
crisis.
vaya.
The
Ya está
Trailblazers
abierto.
have yet to claim responsibility for this matter.
In case you weren't aware,
Qué guapo
the
se ve,
radiant
¿no?
feldspar never opens to the public. Only the family's most esteemed guests are invited to take in such breathtaking aerial views of Penacony.
You mean to say that after 3 whole versions, the Trailblazers might finally be able to
No
take a
creo, pero
vacation?
Espera, que
Let's
venido
not
para
get ahead of
vacaciones.
ourselves. The Trailblazers' recent battle against the Order caused great disturbance in Penacony.
Correct. The Charmony Festival was forced to terminate. One can well imagine the damage to public opinion. The family's reputation must be built anew, and the public must be reassured. There are many delicate issues which urgently need addressing.
Aside from the Oak family, the major lineages are preparing their responses to help deal with the aftermath. In the version 2.3 Trailblaze mission, the Express crew will be invited aboard the
Ole,
Radiant Feldspar
estoy
as
invitada.
witnesses to important family discussions.
But if the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved, what other assistance is required?
The Order stepped all over the Harmony surf. You can't deal with stuff like that out in the open. The family came up with an idea. Fix the Radiant Feldspar as the Charmony Festival's
Oh,
location
qué
while
guay.
simultaneously announcing the reopening of the airship.
A pity none of this razzle-dazzle can fool the IPC. During the Grand Theater final battle, Aventurine may have been digging up dirt on the family
verdad.
Dreamflux Reef.
Eso fue en el
I'll
lado
need to take care of a
.1.
few things during my visit to Penacony.
Huh? Is the IPC about to make a claim on Penacony?
Never say never with the gosh dang IPC. All for the Amber Lord, baby.
Reading between the lines, it seems like these discussions concern the future of Penacony.
Correcto, me imagino.
They do. But a quick refresher. Anyone remember a certain masked fool issuing mutually
Ay, Dios,
assured
los botones,
destruction
sí.
buttons to the
De hecho,
residents of
se me había
Penacony?
olvidado tras toda la piscina que
remember.
tuvimos.
Sparkle sent out gifts in each one of the past 3 versions. Surely she...
Would pushing the button really cause Penacony to explode?
I have my doubts. Only one way to find out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Everyone take a deep breath, okay? You guys have been spending too much time with a certain blonde-haired director. I'm not putting the bill if you blow up the Radiant Veld Spa. Let's leave these mysteries for the trailers to explore again. Huh? It's time we got back to the Charming Festival, baby. Who might the honored guest be, I hear you ask?
Just when they're about to get interesting, Albert hands things over to the Trailblazers again.
Family business is family business, and we've got a show to do.
Ahora es
Even
una
if the next
zombie,
young
sí, es
lady
muerto, madre mía.
needs no
Ahora
introduction.
saber un zombie. A ver. ¡Oh! ¡Vámonos! Esta es mi niña. ¡Ay, qué mona! Que la animación es así que se peina. Mira esa Sam. ¡Guau! Brutal, ¿eh?
Firefly
La
is a
quiero.
member of the Stellaron Hunters and hails from Glamoth, a world that was destroyed long ago.
¡Oh! ¿Qué
Glamoth.
dice?
The same Glamoth from the Firmament Frontline Glamoth relic set? I remember the planar ornament description had a story about Glamoth's
Sí,
Iron
la-
Cavalry Regiment.
Yes, Glamoth was once a rich and powerful empire with a vast territory.
Sí, señores. Los
After the swarm
artefactos tienen hasta lore.
Everything
Está
was
muy
destroyed.
bonita.
Resisting the swarm called for the creation of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. They were genetically modified soldiers, weapons that existed only to wage war.
They piloted mechs to contain the swarm. I met many of those heroes, and bade farewell to many.
What stood out to me is that Sam's full name is actually Firefly Type 4
Neta,
Strategic
salto pesado
Assault
táctico
Mech,
Luciérnaga tipo
meaning that out
4.
there, between the distant celestial bodies, there could be other Sams.
Ooh, imagine that. Good thinking,
Misterios
Madam
muy
Jade.
misterioso.
Perhaps the answer to that question lies in Firefly's myriad Celestia and animated short.
Count me in.
I was wondering, is it really you talking when Sam says something, Firefly?
I actually spend a lot of time practicing my Sam lines.
Let me guess. Silverwolf came up with the lines, Blade came up with the movements, and Kafka put them together.
Huh? That sounds a little too professional for
Vaya.
us.
Yeah, well, speaking of professional, I think it's time we took a look at what this
Es
young
la
lady
cuarta
can do in
cazadora
her
de Estela, lo que
combat mech.
conocemos, ¿eh?
I'm a fire-type character, following the path of destruction. When using my technique during exploration, I summon my Sam armor.
¡Wow!
Sam can leap into the air. After landing, Sam attacks all enemies within a set range.
¡Wow!
Quite the heroic entry.
After using technique to enter battle, for
What
every wave
the
of enemies,
fuck?
weaknesses can be inflicted on units without fire weakness,
La
which lasts for a
necesito.
set number of turns.
In battle, Sam has
Vale.
2 forms. In the initial form, using skill consumes HP, while
Vale.
simultaneously regenerating ultimate energy. The lower the HP, the less damage sustained.
¡Hala!
Are all Stellaron hunters
Es
this
verdad, casi
careless
todo.
with their lives?
When using ultimate, Sam enters the second battle form, the dazzling complete combustion state. In addition to more powerful basic attacks and skills, speed is also increased. When using enhanced abilities, Sam's weakness break efficiency and weakness break damage sustained by enemies both
Sí, es
increase.
ruptura, ¿eh?
Sam restores HP with each attack.
So, The complete combustion state allows us to get a glimpse of Firefly's view from the mech. That's a determined gaze if I ever saw one. Enough to set the seas ablaze, I'll wager.
Wow.
That's so awesome! I want to set the seas ablaze.
Thanks! The complete combustion state's enhanced skill not only allows for increased toughness reduction, it can also inflict fire weakness on
¡Qué
target enemies.
fuerte! Aplicar debilidad fuego a tu
Flames that Sam
enemigo.
emits when breaking the enemy's
Ostras.
weakness are quite spectacular. And is that a countdown icon on the action bar?
That's right! When the countdown is up, Sam will exit the complete combustion state.
It
¡Qué
seems like the
fuerte! Me
effects of Firefly's
encanta.
abilities all relate to weakness break. I suppose it would make most
Xavier-Blue
sense
dice
for
esto es lo que se conoce en el mundillo como un imperil.
Vamos, un
Firefly to
imperil, sí.
team up with allies who have
Te
weakness break
cheto e
efficiency
impido que
buffs,
tengas tu turno.
or even super break.
That's right. For example, the Harmony Trailblazer.
Vale. Que lo puedes jugar free to play con el Trozacaminos.
What a wonderful coincidence! In version
Oh, qué
2.2, the
coincidencia.
Trailblazer
Lo tenía
inherited
todo
the
planeado,
Watchmaker's
lo
legacy
casualidad.
and embarked on the brand new Path of Harmony. The spirit of trailblazing, traversing unprecedented distances to go where none have gone before.
Mira cómo lo guiña el ojito,
That's
guiño,
what it's all
guiño.
about. Bringing the will of the trailblaze to
Dejen
more and more people. And on that note, I've got some good news for y'all. After activating the Harmony Trailblazer following the version 2.3 update, Trailblazers can obtain a shadow of Harmony through thee when Charmony rings out
Qué
event
guapo el chico
screen,
también.
thereby upgrading the Trailblazer's Eidolon level.
And if I haven't had time to experience Penacony yet?
Es verdad.
Don't worry. After locking the Path of Preservation, Trailblazers yet to complete the version 2.2 Trailblaze mission can activate the Path of Harmony
¿Qué
early.
dice?
through
Qué
the
guay, ¿no?
When Charmony rings out event screen.
Wow!
Qué guay, ¿no?
I hope the will of the Trailblaze reaches
Mira la
everyone
chica,
on
qué
this journey.
mona. Cómo se mueve el fondo de
said.
pantalla.
Now, without further ado, it's time we got to know a certain highly respected IPC director a little better. Enter Madam J.
Vamos con la Jay. Madre de Dios. Yo quiero una directora así. Una jefa que me trate bien. Trozacaminos, muérete de envidia. Mira las patadones que da esta mujer.
Jade is a director of the IPC's
Mira, mira,
Strategic
mira, mira.
Investment Department.
Haciendo una
And,
alusión al árbol del Edén y la serpiente que te ofrece la manzana, el fruto prohibido,
member of the 10 Stone
Agüita.
Arts. She is as beautiful as she is elegant. And the upcoming Radiant Feldspar discussions
Bueno, y este señor
on
no sé quién es, podría ser Adán y está perfectamente Eva. O la Lilith también.
opportunity for her to showcase her true
Bueno, es
skill.
la Eva quien recibe la
In
manzana, ¿no?
contrast with Topaz's negotiation abilities and Aventurine's daredevil spirit, I prefer to operate behind the scenes, using emergency measures to reap a full harvest when the opportunity arises.
It feels like making a deal with Jade is a risky proposition. If you ever let your guard
de
down even a
buffer.
little bit, you'll never escape her trap no matter how hard you struggle.
I think the term you're looking for is femme fatale. I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. And Jade also has a hobby by the name of Bana Jade Exchange. A pawn shop, essentially. Though it kind of sounds like a fine dining experience with you on the menu.
One swish of the contract and the customer is 8 billion credits out of pocket.
Watch your step, Trailblazers.
Jade's goal always aligns with her own interests. She plays the long game, whetting her customer's appetite while extracting a suitable price. She first draws her customers into a vortex of desire, then bounces where they're most valuable, leaving nothing but an empty shell of despair. Why is everyone staring at me?
Albert, didn't you just sign an agreement with Jade
Acá firma un
over the
acuerdo.
special program budget?
Wait, what? Hold on a second.
sí.
Oh.
So, what exactly happens to people who sign
Buenísimo.
agreements with Jade?
Patience, patience. Why don't we let the combat do the talking? As a quantum-type character following the path of erudition, my basic attack deals blast damage to a single enemy and adjacent targets.
A blast damage dealing basic attack?
Exactly that. My skill, on the other hand, allows me to sign an agreement with a single ally,
Ojo.
thereby granting them enhancement and speed boost buffs. When the signee attacks the enemy, they can deal additional damage, but at the expense of consuming
Ah, vale, también otra y
their
consume
own
vida.
HP.
Enhancement in exchange for HP. Huh? Is that what people mean by bestowing poison in the guise of sweet dew?
Now, of course, if I choose myself as the signee, the speed boost and HP consumption effects do not apply.
Oh,
When I or a signee launch an attack, it accumulates charges for me.
vale, acumulas
When charges
carga.
are full, a follow-up
Ah,
attack is
mira.
launched.
The IPCs sure enjoy a follow-up attack.
It seems that the Strategic Investment Department has its own modus operandi.
My ultimate, on the other hand, allows me to mete out punishment in accordance with the agreement. In addition to dealing damage to all enemies, my follow-up attack is enhanced.
If there's a place that's closest to a dream, then are the punished destined
buenísima,
for the
después de la
place that's
ulti.
furthest from
Oye,
it?
pues está bastante estratégica esta
Like,
mujer, también.
An abyss?
You don't think those places might be one and the same? When using my
Sí, o sea, es
technique
de
during
buffer.
exploration,
Es de buffer y aplica muy bien como support, no es DPS. Porque aplica muy bien el contrato. A cambio de su vida, ayuda a potenciar ataque y su velocidad a tu compañero. A su vez, haciendo daño múltiple cuántico al enemigo. Está bien. Sonji, ambas usan látigo, joder, por la cachonda na Pinku. Pero es que me encanta que se llame erudición, pero es nihilidad. ¿Por qué pone nihilidad aquí? En vez de erudición. Eso es lo que me sorprende. Es que más que un DPS parece una de buffer realmente. Por los ataques, no por lo que estoy viendo ahora, sino por los ataques que hace. Y para colmo ya dice erudición, será erudición. A lo mejor esto está mal, ¿eh? Puede ser.
Happens to
Ah, no, que esto es cuántico, soy gilipollas. No, soy gilipollas. Esto es cuántico, perdón. Esto, coño, ya lo vi. Sí, es erudición, sí. Sí, es DPS también. Pero claro, DPS con aumento de ayuda a tu compañero. Claro, es que para Firefly ocurre lo mismo, es destrucción, es DPS, pero sin embargo ralentiza al enemigo a que no mueva, o que no toque su turno, bloquea totalmente, como dijo Xavier, pero a la vez puede aplicar el daño piro a todos los enemigos. Eso es parte de buffer. Achero ni Gillidan, pero parece cazador total. Neta, se confundió el elemento pensando que era lluvia. Sí, me confundí. Yo lo que dije es que ponía debilidad fuego. Eso, debilidad fuego. Es lo que estoy hablando. Aplica debilidad fuego a los enemigos, pero a la vez es DPS, o sea, hace daño. Es destructora. Es que claro, antes los roles eran muy claros, es decir, erudición, destrucción y cazador eran DPS, ahora tienen como una variante, ¿sabes? Ahora tienen como una variante.
anticipated.
wakey wakey.
Are the punished destined for the place that's furthest from it? Like, An abyss?
Vamos por aquí.
You don't think those places might be one and the same? When using my technique during exploration, enemies within a set range enter the blind fealty state
Obediencia
and will
ciega.
refrain from attacking me. After attacking an enemy inflicted with blind fealty, other enemies in the state will enter the battle, with all enemies sustaining damage.
Just a single sheet of paper. Signing away
Por el
control
poder de
of
los
your life to
contratos,
others is all
señores.
too easy.
Después habláis de Songle.
Poor Owlbert. He might be doing Jade and the IPC's bidding for a few decades more than anticipated.
Wakey, wakey. I don't take kindly to procrastination during working
Wakey,
hours.
wakey.
How are you feeling, Albert?
Mm.
You won't be retiring anytime soon. But then, neither will your program.
Silver linings? Why do I still feel like I'm working for nothing?
I wouldn't
Ay,
trouble yourself with that
pobrecito.
question. Why don't we talk about the version 2.3 banner instead?
Ah, vale, de las tiradas, vale.
Great idea. In version 2.3's first
Ah,
half of
Ruanmei.
event, Trailblazers
Ruanmei
can
es buena. De hecho, va perfecta con Firefly. Porque va
Xavier-Blue
ruptura.
dice claro, no tiene por qué ser de bucer para eso. El Imperil del Fuego la hace una DPS completa que pueda si quiere, arreglárselas fácilmente por sí sola, y así darte huecos para otros personajes del grupo. Muchos personajes de
También.
Final Fantasy funcionaban con un kit similar en el Dissidia.
Me parece guay que te venga Ruanmei. Porque también va ruptura. Podría ir bien con Firefly.
acquire the limited
A ver si voy por su arma, su cono.
5-star character Firefly, as well as the limited 5-star character on May. In addition, the drop
¡Ay,
rates
qué
for limited 5-star
bonita! ¡Ay, qué bonita, por favor! Quiero su conito también, qué bonita. ¡Ay, qué bonita! Y bueno, y si no tengo el de Ruanmei, tengo este, que es el free to play para Ruanmei. ¡Ay, mi niña, qué bonita!
light cone, whereabouts your dreams rest, as well as a limited light cone past self and mirror will be boosted.
Miss Firefly.
¿Cómo lo llamo?
Your dreams rest,
A donde regresan los
as
sueños.
well as a limited light cone past self and mirror will be boosted.
Miss Firefly. She must yearn for the world beyond the cold confines of her surroundings.
Faint lights flickering in the midst of a dark forest.
Meanwhile, in 2.3's
Ah,
second half
Argenti.
of
Menos mal que lo saqué. Menos mal que lo saqué. Los dos de erudición, ¿eh?
event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character
Argenti es super ulti, con mucha recarga.
Jade and our resident Night of Beauty, Argenti, will also be joining the lineup.
Somos unos pobres
In
tenemos
addition,
Trozacaminos.
the drop rates
Oh,
for the
mira.
limited 5-star light cone, yet hope is
Buah, lo tendré complicado con los
prices,
conos, ¿eh?
as well as the light cone, an instant before gaze will be boosted.
So, even the fiercest of executives has a gentle side.
Sí, sí, está como
Who
conmigo.
isn't moved by the laughter of children? My heart isn't actually made of stone, you know.
And finally, the brand new
Otra
4-star
carta.
light cone after the Charmony Fall will also be joining the warp.
Servirá para la
I wonder where
Trozacaminos.
Mr. Sunday is right now.
I think we all need
Cada
a
nuevo
glass of
evento, un
soul
nuevo
blend.
cono. Nos dan
But
gratis, ¿eh?
don't go anywhere,
Joder.
Trailblazers. After the break, we'll be talking 2.3 events.
Quiero este fondo, por favor. Tengo que encontrarlo.
Welcome back, dear
Oh.
viewers. Let's duck right into version 2.3's brand new events. First up, a significant update to the simulated universe.
So exciting!
Ojo.
Did Mr. Screwlum and Dr. Ratio devise a new project?
You guessed it, led by Mr. Screwlum, Divergent
Ah, vale,
Universe,
eso es lo que
the
vimos,
human
¿no?
comedy, is a brand new project path.
Up until now, the aim of the simulated universe has been to research the stories of the eons. I'm assuming that the human comedy has more of a human focus?
Bingo! that's the main research thrust of this phase of the simulated universe.
Looks like this project will be conducted on the Radiant Feldspar.
Minga number 2, let me tell you a little more about it. First up, a groundbreaking update to the Divergent universe, the arithmetic mapping function.
Oh.
In the Divergent universe,
qué
trailblazers can switch
guapo.
between characters they already possess.
Me encanta el sistema del menú para
So
su
they can
persona.
create their own lineups?
Precisely. When testing the Divergent universe, Trailblazers will no longer be limited by character downloads. When character level is lower
Es que si
than
son
the
dos al
current
año de
equilibrium
arma,
level
¿verdad?
cap, it will automatically increase to meet the cap.
Meaning, if one of my characters is level 1, but I use them in the Divergent universe, it increases to a set level?
What?
You got it.
So handy! But what if a character has the level but no suitable relics or light cones?
¿Es verdad?
Worry not. In that situation, temporary light cones and relics at the current equilibrium level cap will be automatically assigned.
I like
¡Hala!
when things are automatic.
Ain't it great? Now
Qué
we mustn't
brutal.
overlook Dr. Ratio's new
La de mi
brainwave.
Trozacaminos está bonita.
Equation, a buff combination of 2 different paths. Before the start of every test, Trailblazers have the opportunity to select a random equation. And for the equation to take effect, you'll need different amounts of path blessings.
Ojo.
Once the required amount has been achieved,
No será
the
permanente
equation
esto,
will
¿verdad?
activate, and the team can obtain the corresponding combat abilities. Equation has a max of 3 stars.
I see. So the higher an equation's star level, the more blessings are needed to activate it?
You nailed it! And to speed things up, the geniuses have kindly marked the required path blessings for each equation in Trailblazers' possession. Knowing which blessings can activate an equation is easy as pie.
That's so considerate. If you're ever struggling to choose, just follow the mark.
Adapting your choices to suit your equation allows you to cater the effects to your current team.
It works both ways. You could adjust your team's composition to better suit your current equation. I want to see Trailblazers mixing and matching.
So, if
Joder.
I accidentally chose an unsuitable blessing, or if I want to switch my current equation, can I make a change?
Of course! By visiting the Workbench of Creation, Trailblazers can overwrite their existing equation
Ah, qué
and switch it
guay.
out for another.
Por si
Unwanted
no te convence
blessings
tu
can also
formación y
be
demás.
switched out for other blessings, or even enhanced.
Huh? Has the curio store added more purchasable items?
Oh, am I hallucinating? Did Madame Herta really lower the prices?
Bajo los precios,
The
dice.
curio system has been upgraded. In addition to normal curios, Trailblazers can also choose from weighted curios. These curios are more suited to characters of specific paths or types, and really elevate the combat experience. Keep your eyes peeled, Trailblazers. Separately, we should also take a look at the wealth and escapade domains of the Divergent universe. Trailblazers can win different prizes in these domains by spending cosmic fragments. But beware, in the event of a program error, your cosmic fragments could be wasted.
Oh my God.
Or even land you with negative curios.
Sometimes the same starting point can lead to very different outcomes. Luck is an important component.
It sure is. Now, allow me to introduce an impressive optimization that left a big impression on your buddy Albert. When suffering defeat in the simulated universe, Trailblazers no longer need to force stop the game.
Oh.
Divergent Universe Combat now allows for restart challenge,
guay.
and Trailblazers can select a new
Qué
lineup.
pasada.
I've always wanted that function.
Oh, como me alegro yo
After
también.
completing each test in the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers can acquire synchronicity points and inspiration, allowing them to activate the buff nodes and inspiration circuits. Testing the
Joder.
simulated universe just got a little bit easier.
Vaya novedades.
Thanks for all the info, Albert. It's just... Didn't you forget something important? What about the planar
Ah, los ornamentos, cierto.
I thought you'd never ask. The planar ornament extraction function
Oh,
has
¿qué
arrived.
dice?
Every time Trailblazers clear the Divergent universe, they can choose to save a record of that challenge
Wow,
and
¿qué
archive the
dice?
data of the equation, blessings, and curios in question.
Joder, con lo que
Choose the
cuesta
planar
conseguir
ornaments you
ornamentos, menos
want,
mal.
use the archive, inherit the data and buffs from the archive, challenge the boss enemy, and obtain immersion rewards.
Huh? You mean you can skip ahead? You just need to defeat the boss to get quick access to the planar ornaments?
Are we sure this isn't some cracked
No, una
version
versión
of the
pirata,
simulated
dice.
universe that
Es verdad que
Silver
tenemos que
Wolf put
combatir
out
un montón
there?
de trecho largo para llegar a los ornamentos.
Keep it down! The last person to doubt the Genius Society lost 76 accounts.
Ay, mi
A
madre.
brand new simulated universe. Sounds worth a try.
Amen to that. Now, in version 2.3,
Oh,
the
miren,
Divergent
los
universe will be
artefactos.
adding 2 new planar ornaments: Duran, Dynasty of Running Wolves, and Forge of the Kalpagni Lantern. Make sure to
guapo
use the
están,
new
¿no?
planar ornament extraction function to get a hold of them.
After experiencing ordinary extrapolation, the Divergent universe will have a weekly cyclical extrapolation objective. By completing this weekly challenge, Trailblazers can obtain a first-time completion reward, as well as additional synchronicity points.
Not to mention, in order to celebrate the arrival of the Divergent universe, Madam Herta has added the 5-star erudition light
Oh.
cone Eternal Calculus to the store.
Nuevo
Trailblazers who
cono
wish to redeem
psicoestrellas
it
gratis.
better start reserving some Herta bonds.
It sounds like the level of freedom in the
Joder.
Divergent universe is really high. Faster access to planar ornaments, full choice of characters. Those are some big gameplay improvements.
Bastante.
Big improvements indeed. In the vastness of the universe, the eons are beyond our reach. Humanity must learn to rise from its falls and strike its own path.
When gazing up at the stars, it's important to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground.
Joder, con la
The
2.3,
stories in Divergent Universe, the human comedy, may seem
Más fácil
small.
farmearlo, sí, efectivamente.
But that does
Te
not
puedes saltar
make them
fase de batalla y ir al
insignificant.
boss final directamente.
Trailblazers,
Por
get
ejemplo.
exploring.
I can't wait to experience those stories. It's a chance for us to find out more about ourselves.
Qué bonita Luciana
I
en
look
inglés,
forward to the memories.
Me gusta la que dobla.
Any room for a non-human companion?
Ya.
Aside from all of this, in Penacony's
Oh.
Dreamscape sales store, a deal has been struck with a member of the mysterious creed Exequy. They wish to seek traces of the shapeless prince in the experiences of your deadly struggles. Unlock the brand new permanent challenge mode,
Permanente.
Apocalyptic Shadow, in
Otro
Dream
desafío
Luxury,
permanente.
and experience those past dreamscapes.
Creed Exequy. Is this the first appearance of this faction of the finality?
Not necessarily.
A new permanent challenge mode? So, what's different?
In Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers will challenge boss enemies that they have encountered in their journey. Every phase has 2 enemies, which are split into 4 levels of challenge difficulty. The enemies in Apocalyptic Shadow are a little different to regular boss enemies. In preparation for the fight, Trailblazers can read the enemy's traits at the start of the battle.
As with other permanent game modes, during the challenge, there are buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from for every boss. Make sure you maximize the advantages of your lineup. Defeating enemies through team adjustments, or by exploring different battle strategies, makes for a richer combat experience. Trailblazers can record a maximum of 3 floors
Wow.
of 3-star quick clearances.
That's right. And after the first time
Y
clearance of
tendríamos a
Apocalyptic
una nueva
Shadow's set
personaje.
difficulty, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Shui Yi, as well as 300 stellar jades and self-modeling resin.
Nice!
We're just getting warmed up. Let's take a look at the permanent game mode rotating schedule.
Wow.
The first phase of the Apocalyptic Shadow Challenge will launch on the day of the version 2.3 update and last for 6 weeks.
Estos son los 3.
Every version will rotationally
Estos son los 3 abismos.
update according to the following sequence: Apocalyptic Shadow, Pure Fiction, Forgotten Hall. just as before. On every other Monday, the permanent challenge stage is replaced.
Related system functions have also been optimized.
A ver.
When entering the 3 permanent game mode screens from the Interastral Peace Handbook, aside from being able to see the challenge lineups of their friends, Trailblazers can
Ojo.
also easily check the star level progress of their current challenge. On the permanent game mode preparation screen, Trailblazers can use preset lineups to create their team, and even customize with drag and drop. How thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk rewards, shall we? By clearing a phase of Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers can earn a maximum of 720 Stellar Jades.
720? You might want to take another look at our opponent, Albert.
Huh? The maximum number of Stellar Jades awarded in each phase of the Forgotten Hall. Pure
800.
and Apocalyptic Shadow
Me
permanent
encanta.
challenges is
A mí me
increasing
encanta
from
el
720
Week.
to 800. And the budgetary increase will be funded through Albert's salary. You.
It's
Tres
like I
abismos
said,
ahora, ¿eh?
Making
Tres
a deal with
abismos.
Jade is a risky proposition.
La que
Well
está en el tren astral, la que está en China y ahora en Penacony, por lo que veo.
Following this change, Trailblazers can now obtain a total of 2,400 Stellar Jades through the permanent challenges in each version.
Then why do I hear quiet weeping?
I don't think Owlbird's seeing the bright side.
Claro que no. Pobre Bonero.
Keep it together, Albert.
Pobre Roberto. Pobre
In the
Henry.
upcoming version, the origami birds also venture into the radiant Feldspar.
Pajaritos de
Bring with them
papel.
a little game. Here's hoping
Así que cada mes
Trailblazers
puedes
can
tener
help
hasta
to
50
test
y
it
50,
out.
correcto.
An arcade game? Huh, let me give Silverwolf a call.
These origami birds are very endearing. But why do I have a sense of déjà vu?
In this arcade game, Trailblazers need to
Está
cause
intentando
elimination
llorar.
within a
Oh,
specified
Candy
number
Crush.
of steps in order to increase the bird's combat power. Before the end of every turn, corresponding
Candy
damage
Crush
is calculated
Simulator.
according to the
Me
difference
faltaba.
in combat values. When your opponent's HP returns to 0, like my bank account, victory is sealed.
Olo.
This gameplay.
Could it really be?
The legendary.
I never thought the day would come when I could play Match 3 on a Penaconian airship.
In the Origami Bird class event, Trailblazers can also do battle freely with friends from across the universe.
Oh.
Can I fight Silverwolf?
Of course! Be they old buddies or
Mira,
gaming
bonita.
acquaintances.
Oh,
all can
puedo.
connect and
Player
play.
versus player,
Get tested.
señores.
Great!
The next event is called Stellar Shimmer. Does that name ring any bells for anyone?
Stellar. Stellar Flare. Is this the sequel?
You're a sharp one, Miss Acheron. Stellar Shimmer brings with it lots of brand new challenge mechanisms and trial character lineups. Catering your team to suit the mechanisms is the key to victory.
These mechanisms. Care to divulge a little more?
Well, for example, in certain stages, breaking an enemy's weakness can grant you an extra action. In other stages, characters enjoy unlimited revivals and can regenerate 50% of their energy.
Does that mean Trailblazers can try doing away with survivability units and focus purely on damage output lineups?
Mm-hmm. Defeat as many waves of enemies as possible in a set number of cycles to complete the challenge and obtain rewards.
Ole.
Whew.
Madre mía, cuántos eventos, casi
Time
todos
to take another
permanentes.
breather. Don't go anywhere. More fascinating updates on version 2.3.
Bueno, pero es un
right
puyo
around the
puyo,
corner.
¿no? Su Candy Crush. Todas completitos, más al pobre, Y no sé cómo la 2.4.
First up, it's the return of a nail-biting and thrilling
¿Qué es
tradition.
esto?
Gift of Odyssey.
¡Ole!
Check in for 10
Toma,
free
tiradita.
wards. The usual.
There's also version 2.3's double events.
Ole,
Our
doble
good friends
ornamento.
Planar Fisher and Realm of the Strange.
Double planar ornaments and materials?
Ole.
What's not to love?
Also in this version are the
Oh.
newly added cavern relics.
¡Qué nuevo!
Iron Cavalry against the Scourge and the wind-soaring Valorous.
Trailblazers can head for the Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Cavalier
Todos
challenge to
pegados
obtain
puntos 3 para
them.
mejorar entonces a mi niña.
Mhm. And let's not forget the new Path of Erudition trace materials that'll be added to the brand new calyxes, rough sketch, dynamic outlining, and exquisite colored draft.
For Trailblazers who wish to level up traces for me, these materials are indispensable.
Para Luciérnaga ya
So
tengo
many updates!
su
Man, I
objetito.
can't wait for this version to drop.
Yo
And we're
tampoco,
at
yo
the
no
end
puedo
of the version
tampoco.
2.3 special program. And it's about time we bade farewell to this white knight. Thanks again for everyone's support and viewership.
I eagerly await the version 2.3 story. Here's hoping the Penacony discussions make for smooth sailing. Please, Trailblazers, do support the work of the IPC.
I'm looking forward to the brand new Divergent universe, not to mention all those brilliant events. Don't forget to try them out.
In that case, see you in the next stream,
Ay,
Trailblazers.
qué mona.
I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Ay.
Bye!
Ay. Tu evento es mejor que lo que vi antes.
What the heck is written in
Está
this
leyendo
thing
el
anyway?
contrato. Me encanta.
That's it. That's it. I made it. What am I? A god? Joke to them. Read out virgin names. They're too afraid to read out for themselves. And not to mention the bullying.
Vaya.
All these years working my tail for this out for the RPC, and even the audience
Pobrecito.
thinks I'm an intern.
Ya no sabes si reír o llorar.
No! They're using my salary to fund the stellar change budget for the new events. The audacity! You two, get out here.
Perdón, perdón. ¿Y?
Ha! Tell that to Sunday. Now listen up. The 3 years are up. I quit. If you didn't know already, I got an offer from the Cienjo to host the war dance.
Oh.
Albert's about to become a
La
big-time
2.4.
sports anchor. You can get down on your knees and beg for all I care. It won't make any difference. What?
Oh.
You... Huh?
La han pillado.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most important event in the Cienjo calendar, the War Dance. The opening session
Oh.
is right around the corner. Here, you will witness members from all Cienjo delegations vying for supremacy in the Luminary Combat Arts Ceremony. First up, put your hands together for the Cienjo Yaoqing delegation.
Ojo.
Fierce and swift is Fei Xiao, the Merlin's
Va, nuevos
Claw.
personajes.
And by her side,
¡Ay!
he
¿No
doesn't...
será la furrita esta de pelo blanco? No, no, no.
The Merlin's
sé.
Claw. And by her side, he doesn't drink plain soup and has no time for coriander. It's the
Wow.
celebrated medicinal chef,
A
Jeff
ver, ¿por qué no se les
Show.
ve?
What the heck did I just read? Up next, he's cold and silent as a
What?
haunting shadow. The crow-feathered weirdo, Moza!
Pero, ¿de dónde es esto? ¿De China, no? ¿Del territorio chino?
Following close behind him is the Xianzhou Juming delegation.
Vale, vale.
Strong,
Son todas las delegaciones.
righteous is Hawaiian.
Joder,
the
son todos controlables.
flaming
Los jefes de la
heart.
delegación.
She strikes while the iron
Oh.
is hot and forges
Qué
while
pica de
the
waifu,
flames are bright.
Sí, Yunli.
It's one of the Flame Will Octet Yunli! These are some wordy intros. And finally, the official host delegation has arrived. Let's hear it for the Xianzhou Lao Fu. Please welcome, having suddenly returned home for the victory lap, is the new Alchemy Commission Cauldron Master, Ling Sha! As well as an exceptionally gifted and legendary new sword master, who shall remain anonymous for the time being. No wonder they needed me for this gig.
¿Qué coño? Tu Comi Summer Face, vale, pero ya lo vimos y solo fue un tráiler corto. Un tráiler cortito. ¡Oh, qué chulo! ¡Buah! Dios mío, se viene, ¿eh? Se vienen cosas guapas.